Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. Today we have another faction war number 3 for you. And this time Empire, me and Jack are going up against the Dawi. And the Dawi are actually of Zeva clan. Not that I've ever played with any other Zeva clan members, but just thought I'd mention it because these guys are super cool. So we are kind of going as a we're going to trying to out-artillery the Dawi here. So you can see great cannon, a hammer of witches, and a great cannon. And then over here you can see there's 3 Hellstorm rocket batteries and a Sunmaker. So lots of artillery here. Oh, sorry, we're just going to press play. The Dawi have a decent amount of artillery as well, but it's kind of more staggered than ours. You can see there is a flame cannon, some nice wasted shots here from the Hellstorm rocket batteries, Goblobber and a cannon, flame cannon, and a cannon. So they've got 4 pieces of artillery. We out-artillery them by 3 whole artillery pieces, and one of ours is not a flame cannon. Over here you can see my Sterling's Revenge are going to open an ambush up on these gyrocopters, get some nice early damage on them. You can see I've got 2 Knights Panther in the forest, Halberdiers, Tattersouls, I've got Boris and an Amber Wizard. My cannons are moving up. I got 2 units of handgunners. I've got I think 4 halberdiers throughout my whole lines, swordsmen for some shields, and I've got a Jade Wizard. So yeah, that's essentially my army. I've got some more halberdiers here in the back. You can see Jack has a main line of halberdiers. He's got 2 units of handgunners. He's got 4 units of greatswords hidden away in the forest, a warrior priest, an Empire captain, and Belzer Gelt up on a Pegasus. And I think that's it. So we're just going to get started here. This is a very siegey battle. So you can see here my 3 great cannons are going to be turning and firing at the kind of like 1 cannon over here. One-on-one, the cannon will win. I don't think this terrain is kind of favoring them at the moment. But you can see my cannons are opening fire, and I'm hoping to kind of take out these cannons before they can do whatever they want. Nice baiting of some shots from the Hellstorms. Nice, so you can see there, one of the cannons did get destroyed, so catching that early on, before they're even able to set up, is a huge boon, and I think he noticed that he was very outgunned here, so he started pulling back to the rest of his cannons. Oh yeah, there's a second cannon here that I didn't notice, so 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so versus our 7. So I guess we outnumber them just 2 artillery pieces. You can see I have a huge force coming up here. I'm using my handgunners to kind of screen off these gyrocopters. Anything I can do to keep these guys away from me. And one of my favorite units against the Dwarfs here is the Sterling's Revenge. They're just so versatile. They're stocked, so they can get up close, kind of ambush, prevent them from just shooting them with the artillery. And they have those armor-piercing missiles in this mod. So they're very good, and they do have an anti-infantry bonus, which helps them get past the resistances of the Dawi. So you can see here, I'm now down to 1 cannon firing at the... I have 1 cannon firing at this cannon. I think I'm firing another cannon over here, or maybe I'm shooting at these iron breakers. So you can see these Nordgrowlings are taking a good chunk of damage. You can see he's pulling up another cannon to fire. I'm pulling my Sterling's Revenge up. I'm hoping to kind of fire at this guy. The one thing I don't want to get in range of is their flame cannon. So hopefully if I can avoid that, I'm feeling pretty good. Because if his cannons end up shooting at my Sterling's Revenge, I'm just kind of happy they're not shooting at my artillery. So you can see here, getting some nice damage put on these Nordgrowlings. Over here you can see those Hellstorm rocket batteries are going to be opening fire. You can see another cannon got taken out. Very lucky shots. You can see there, hoping to take out another. Sterling's Revenge, of course, getting another volley in here. I think he's going to try and drop a bomb, but I know what he's doing, so I'm going to dodge. You can see there, could have taken a lot more damage, and then he's going to come back around for another one, so I'm going to try and dodge again. He just juked out. So I thought that was one of the more fun moments, and you can see there they are going to drop down in here to try and kill these guys. Hellstorm rocket battery doing a decent amount of damage here to these dwarf warriors. And you can see we've done a nice job of almost taking out this cannon. We're doing some nice damage to this cannon as well. Yeah, I definitely don't want your troops around here. You can see I did take out one of the cannons there. let's go take a look at my cannon. So Hammer of Witches is down a cannon. I'm down some infantry here, but no cannons. And this one is untouched, so it's doing pretty well. Over here, you can see this is one of my favorite things to do against the Dwarfs. Bring these guys, bring them down when they try and push out, if they don't push out with their whole army, and then just shoot them in the back with some armor-piercing missiles. I generally do with handgunners, but Sterling's Revenge works, and you can see instantly they're going to get terrified. Flanked, discouraged, frightened. Oh man, so it doesn't matter if they're Dawi. And you can see here now he's shooting at my at Boris. Oh my gosh, ideal for me. Again, he's not shooting at my cannons, so they get to do whatever they want. And you can see the Dwarf Warriors routing over here. Norgrimling's taking a ton of damage, so if all a cannon does is take out that Norgrimling's Ironbreakers, it's paid for itself double. So definitely trying to do that. You can see over here, we're focusing most of our artillery on this left. I guess the Dawi's left flank, our right flank. You can see over here how the Dwarf Warriors did get in against my stuff. But I brought some Halberdiers in to support. Hellstorm Rocket Battery is still firing. You can see even with 9 crew, this cannon is still coming back. Nice job popping those buffs on the Runesmith, trying to keep these guys in the fight. But yeah, they've just taken so much damage they're going to rout. The Gobblewhopper used most of its ammo, so that's pretty good. You can see his Sunmaker. Definitely, you don't want to target the Sunmaker just because it spends its ammo so quickly that it's hard to kill. Definitely target these guys. They got a little bit more ammo. And this guy will just expend his ammo very, very quickly. So you can see, again, pulling up my handgunners. I have some handgunners back here protecting my cannons. You can see I'm down to 3 cannons, 4 cannons, 4 cannons. So I still have almost all of my cannons. Sterling's Revenge still pushing up, trying to get this engagement started. Now I'm shooting at these Dwarf Warriors. I really should be switching over to these Ironbreakers soon. But you can see doing some nice damage there. You can see my Amber Wizard has taken a chunk of damage, but I feel like I've traded pretty cost effectively, and I've protected my ranged units. So you can see the balance of power already shifting pretty heavily in our favor. And you can see we've lost like 100, like 70 troops, but we've killed like 300 dwarves. So it's going pretty well. And we've put some nice damage on one of these gyrocopters. You can see these guys are getting shot at. Problem with the Sterling's Revenge is they don't have enough range to really counteract the gyrocopters. So you can see here, we're switching our kind of firing over to this flame cannon. You can see I've started to attack this guy with my artillery, with one of my artillery. And you can see, again, he's pushing in these Dwarf Warriors. So I'm going to bring Boris over to help. Ulthar's Ranger showing up. Oh, I'm still shooting at those gyrocopters. And so yeah, you can see here firing at the Ironbreakers, trying to get them off the field, because we don't really. I guess we have some great swords over here that have some pretty heavy AP, but I don't really have any elite troops. I really just have handgunners. That's all I got. Handgunners and cannons. So you can see this cannon. Well, what am I doing? Firing from a forest? Not my best moment. But you can see here, I'm doing a chunk of damage to these Ironbreakers. Hellstorm Rocket Battery, not really doing too much. Now that the Sunmaker's out of ammo, it definitely is the better of the artilleries. The Hellstorm Rockets are not anywhere near as good. You can see them just kind of like doing almost nothing to this line. You can see again my force slowly making its way through the forest. My handgunners picking apart some Dwarf Warriors, trying their best to use all their ammo. You can see my cannons are slowly getting through these Ironbreakers. Luckily their shields cannot block cannonballs. So we'll just kind of accelerate the speed here as we posture up. I'm going to start bringing all my troops up. Get ready for the kind of final push. I've realized he doesn't have any rangers over here, so I'm just moving my handgunners up, and I'm going to start taking pot shots at the non-shielded infantry. Probably would be better to get a little bit closer, to be honest, but I just didn't want my handgunners to die. So you can see here the great swords are coming up. Nice job with these rangers in the forest. Hellstorm Rocket Battery crew taking ammo. Very good. You can see they still got some Dwarf Warriors over here. Iron Breakers in the back line. Flame Cannon. Definitely don't want that shooting there. Ooh, yeah, get it on those handgunners. It will tear them apart. You can see here he tries to pull out these Slayers, but I have this incredible crossfire going with 3 troops. And you can see the Hellstorm Rocket Battery has started targeting them, and they're just going to start fleeing, because if they had committed there, they would have just been shot to pieces by that like triple shot there. So you can see he's trying to push out, but he's not committing enough to the push out. You got to just full on rush here, because we have the definitive range advantage, at least on this side. On that side, he has the Flame Cannon, so he can kind of skirmish. But on this side, there's not much to stop me from just doing whatever I want. And so here you can see the Slayers do kind of catch my Sterling's Revenge. But you can see they're trying to run desperately, and I've got some gunners turned around. Over here you can see he is firing at me with those gyrocopters. And he does catch those Sterling's Revenge, but he sacrificed a very expensive unit here. I'm going to bring some swordsmen in. And then I'm going to finish firing at them with the last of my kind of handgunner ammo. So you can see here these gyrocopters terrified off the field. I'm trying to flee with my handgunners because these handgunners still got a lot of stuff. So now I'm going to bring my trap. He's brought his rangers with great weapons out. Nice catch here with those Slayers getting in those handgunners, but they are out of ammo, luckily for me. But these Knights Panther are going to come in here and just run over these Ulthar's Rangers. Over here you can see it looks like Balthazar Gelt's magic is taking a toll on these guys along with the rest of the ammo. Some great swords still in reserve in the back, and you can see my cannons are finally running out of ammo. My Knights Panther get a nice rear charge, break these guys. Yeah, and it is not looking good for the Dawi here. Nice targets with those cannons. My double stacked cavalry, you can see they're taking a ton of damage from those cannons, so I'm going to pull out, start running for this forest. Send the Amber Wizard after the Runesmith, but these Iron Breakers are coming, and I don't want to lose my guy just yet. So you can see still trying to finish off these Slayers. Tattersouls are coming in. They do have armor-piercing damage in this mod. The Amber Wizard. The Knights Panther engaged these guys so that my Amber Wizard could kind of have his go with the Runesmith. Those Hellstorm Rocket Batteries still firing as Jack's lines move up. Yeah, oh man. Boris is going to come around. See, my cannon crew is fighting their cannon crew. And you can see Stern's Revenge coming back. My Hammer Witches still has some ammo. Rune Lord taking some shots there. How many kills is that Flame Cannon at? Oh, it looks like I got 25. It got routed off the field. And you can see I'm going to bring these guys in against these Ekrund Miners. I know they have a lot of blasting charges, and those blasting charges are pretty terrifying for cheap infantry like Halberdiers to face. So I know that that's a pretty devastating weapon they have in their back pocket if used correctly. You can see my Halberdier line is pulling forward. And now that I've kind of engaged, I saw these Slayers coming, so I just ran. Ran for my life as my main line pulls up. I don't want to use my cavalry before I have my anvil set up. You can see over here these Nord Gremlings still holding strong. I'm now firing at these Grumbling Guard. Flame Cannon opening fire. Oh man. All these poor Halberdiers just getting like blasted to pieces. Oh, nice friendly fire hit there. You can see these Halberdiers rushing these guys, trying to get them to stop, but they've already used all their ammo. Looks like he's switched over these Great Swords. Great Swords are running around to shut that down. You can see we're kind of just pushing through, trying to drag these Grumbling Guard away. Yeah, and so you can see these Halberdiers are only winning this fight because this stuff was so deteriorated from artillery and handgunners and Gelt's magic. Over here, it looks like Golden Hounds is going to come down as my Knights Panther charge in, so not the best move from me. And you can see that these Knights Panther coming around potentially to get a rear charge in these Iron Breakers. And you can see the Rune Lord and stuff is routing. So yeah, this is the kind of versatility of the Empire, right? You can go melee rush against the Dwarves, but I really think the best option against the Dwarves here is to like fight that atrocious fight. Use your mobile units like Knights Panther or Empire Knights or Griffins to really like help your skirmishers win the fight. Because your skirmishers will lose by themselves, so they definitely need something to help You can see Knights Panther are going to get a charge here on these Iron Breakers, trying to shift this fight in our favor. But yeah, eventually just army losses will get them as we kind of chase off the rest of the stuff. Shut down the Flame Cannon. Ungrim is still over here. Yeah, so definitely great game to my opponents. It's always fun to play that little kind of artillery duel. So you can see here our great cannons did amazing. 51, 166, 146. Not very many kills on the rest of my stuff. One of my handgunners did very well, got an XP chevron. Let's go to Jack. You can see Gelt doing very well. Hellstorm Sunmaker. Hellstorm Rocket Battery is doing okay. These great swords just kind of got shut down, these handgunners. But yeah, you can see it was really just the artillery here, winning that artillery fight, and then having the dwarves kind of not push out and rush us. Though that would have worked to our favor as well. So you can see a lot of these dwarf warriors going down. Iron Breakers with 9 kills. Runesmith. Yeah. You can see these Iron Breakers on that side did very well. Cut through the chaff. Grumbling Goblobber 65, Flame Cannon 65. The Cannon's got 43. This one got 2 chevrons. But anyways, yeah, great game to these guys, and that was kind of faction war number 3. Volkmar opted out of this battle, and he brought Balzar Gelt instead. So yeah, anyways, thanks so much guys for watching, and that's that.